Hello, everyone. So today I have been tasked with the unenviable mission of talking about the content overview of the update we just had. And doing this mission will grant my followers 30 starlight crystals, which is a lot of starlight crystals. So I feel like I should do this quest, but like, there's not much to talk about. So, in that vein, I'm going to just talk about the update, like everything that it added, and then I will just play some Reggie Nula in the back and call it a video, and hopefully they accept that. So, the main feature of this update is that we got Nagi as a character. She is a wind destroyer that is ranged, and overall, she is currently not in a very good place. You can see my testing stream and my spreadsheet on why I think that is the case, but overall, I don't think she is worth pulling unless you really need a win DPS and you don't have Esther. But at least she's hot, and most people seem to like that. So yeah, that's a plus. Along with Nagi, we got an event for her. This is the exact same event as we've been getting all of version 1.0 and 1.1. There's nothing new. You do the story, you get points, you do the missions, you get points, and then you can trade in the points, and you get a gold upgrade stone among all the various other things. To top that all off, we have a couple of new events. We have a new login event that grants you 3 shiny poles, 1 standard pole, and 2 weapon poles and some keys. We have a character trial that gives you 30 gems, which is the same amount of gems that you'll get from the code that I obtain after doing this mission. And then we have this event where you just play the game and you get rewarded with a lot of really good stuff, actually. You get some Rift tickets, some Conquest tickets, some Puri, and also 5 standard poles. And of course, we have Reginula as the legendary conquest that we have going on. Upcoming, we also have a anomaly event featuring Fiend as our next anomaly, which is something that everyone should look forward to because Fiend is the one of the best monsterlings in the game. So, with that out of the way, let's pad out the rest of the video length by just playing some Reginula with our new character. Because the mission next week is the Nagi character guide, I'm not going to go into too much depth on how to play her. That will have to wait till next week. But I hope netmarble employees that you accept this video into the creator missions regardless. I am technically showing off a feature of this update, okay? So let's just play some Nagi. We will do 2 runs of Reginula with her. One will be as a support, and the next will be as a main DPS. This is Max Nagi. Now, keep in mind that Max Nagi and Base Nagi plays exactly the same way. She does not have a dupe that changes her rotations. All of these just buff her damage some more. So, all of the gameplay you see here is applicable at Base Nagi investments. Esther will differ by Awakening, but my gameplay with Esther is basically the same as A1. So with that, without further ado, let's get into doing some Reginula. I will pop some food if the game lets me. Oh right, this is another feature of this update. You'll be blessed with lots and lots of loading screens. If you don't like it, then too bad, so sad. I will now quit out of my game and relaunch it. This will not be edited out of the video because I do not want to edit a video. Uh, Stand by as my game reboots. And we are back. Let's now go do some legendary conquest. I need to pop some food, and then we can go do it. So, as a support, the main idea behind Nagi is just to switch her in and use her skill and ult if available and swap out. Her main purpose here is to activate her A2 ability to amplify Esther's damage, and also provide some decent breaking on top of that. Now keep in mind that while she is off-field, she does not actually break the boss at all. So, netmarble, can we have a buff to our off-field destroyer, please, so that they actually function as a destroyer? Anyways, let's get going. We're going to try to get as much damage as possible off during this early section. Nagi now is just providing some backup support by breaking the boss. Look, Reginula is already basically halfway broken. She is normally around halfway broken when I play Esther without Nagi, but we like to pretend that Nagi is actually contributing to the fight. So let's just pretend that. And then here we swap to Nagi, and we have an ult. Boom! Boom! Wait, this is my best run ever. What is happening? Why am I doing so much damage? I don't really know. So now we switch to Nagi and pop her ult, and then press her skill and then swap out. A very simple supporter rotation. Now, some may say it is unwise to unload all of your debuffs when Reginula is about to go into the air again. And I say to you, you're right. I forgot that she was going to go back into the air. But that's okay. We're just casually playing the game right now for a content creator mission. And this is how you play Nagi as a supporter. Very simple, very straightforward, very similar to Flare. I have a feeling that Reginula is about to run away from me, so I'm gonna stay. And she is indeed about to run away from me. Now, Nagi has the legendary ability to teleport towards the enemy, which I shall abuse very slightly to hit Reginula. And then we're gonna break her right here to show off just how good her breaking is. I'm gonna try to use my ultimate to iframe this attack. And I did it way too early because I know what I'm doing. Oh, I died. Dude, imagine if I got a new personal best score while dying. That would be kind of embarrassing. Final burn! Reginula, come back! And there you have it. That is how you play Reginula as a supporter. Once again, what she does not change when you go through Awakenings, so just do the same thing that I did here, but with your A0 if you have A0 or whatever Awakening you have it. Next, we will be playing Nagi as a main DPS. Now, to play her as a main DPS, her best teammates are actually Nare and Francis, because G1, despite what G1's kit says, she actually doesn't buff damage that much. If you have A0 G1, she only buffs by, I believe, 25%, which is much less than what, like, a Francis provides to the party. These are support monsterlings that you use on every support, but for main DPS, you want to have anything in this first slot. I made a Plains Minotaur for funnies, so I have one, but anything really works in this first slot because Wind doesn't have good monsterlings. And then you want to put Ice Fist Dude here, and then you want to put a Scar. This is your standard main DPS monsterlings. Let me switch these out for main DPS gear that I have. We'll go here, and then these boots are already good. So here's my main DPS, and then we will gear up our Francis with Melody. And I think I'll put Eldorado on Nare, so I'll put Fiend here. And then Nare will hold this, this, and this. A very classic support build. And with that, let us begin. To start, I think I want to start on Francis to give Nagi the buff and also have her swap in, and then we'll swap over to Nare. You just want to spin as much as you possibly can. That is how you main DPS with Nagi. Just keep spinning. Every time you get a swap, just swap back into her so you get a buffed up spin. You can kind of see how during these clips how like important it is to have really good cooldown reduction on Nagi. With how much you swap around when you play her normal rotations, you really want to have that skill available as much as possible. Now, another friendly reminder, Nagi's gameplay does not change with Awakenings. So what I'm doing here is also what you can be doing at A0. I got hit! I was kind of I stalled a little bit on Nagi to see what Reginula wanted to do. Because if Reginula wanted to fly away, I would have played that rotation differently. So I'm going to do the same at the end of this burst, because I anticipate Reginula swap trying to run away. And she is running away, so I will be trying to chase after her using this charge skill, and it didn't work, so I'm just going to abandon ship and go back into the middle. And with that, we have main DPS Nagi with 1 million damage. Alright, again, the main purpose of this video is to review the updates contents, which just include Nagi, the event, and some login events. Upcoming next week, we have Anomaly Fiend, so be sure to log in every day to get your free Fiend every single day. It'll be good for progressing your account because Fiend is probably one of the best monsterlings right now. Good luck with MONGIL Stardive, and Hope you enjoyed this video, I guess. Thank you for watching.